Good evening and welcome to Newscope Daily TV, your source for in-depth global news analysis. Tonight, we turn our focus to West Africa, where a significant development has taken place in Nigeria's fight against terrorism. Reports confirm that the United States has deployed a small military team to Nigeria, marking a major step in Washington and Abuja's security partnership. The move comes on the heels of a meeting between U.S. Africa Command Chief General Dagvin and Nigerian President Bola Tinubu in Rome. Both sides emphasize that this deployment is part of a broader commitment to regional security, intelligence sharing, and tactical support. In this report, we will examine the purpose of this deployment, recent U.S. military activity in Nigeria, the ongoing debate over religious persecution claims, and the potential impact of U.S. involvement on Nigeria's escalating security crisis. The deployment of U.S. forces in Nigeria is described as limited in size but strategic in impact. General Dagvin, head of U.S. Africa Command, announced the move shortly after meeting with President Bola Tinubu. According to AFRICOM, the U.S. team is bringing unique capabilities to support Nigeria's long-running counterterrorism operations, focusing on intelligence sharing, tactical training, and the provision of specialized equipment. While the team is small, officials insist that their presence will enhance Nigeria's ability to respond to ISIS-linked groups in Boko Haram, particularly in the country's northwest region, which has been a hotbed for extremist activity for nearly 20 years. The collaboration is not purely symbolic. On Christmas Day, U.S. forces conducted airstrikes on ISIS positions in Sokoto State, coordinated closely with Nigerian military authorities. These strikes targeted extremist strongholds and were reportedly intended to disrupt planned attacks during the holiday season. Such operations underscore the growing tactical partnership between Washington and Abuja. Analysts suggest that while U.S. involvement remains limited in personnel, its intelligence, surveillance, and strike capabilities could be a game-changer in a region long plagued by insurgency. However, U.S.-Nigeria cooperation comes amid diplomatic tension over religious persecution claims. Former President Donald Trump has repeatedly alleged a genocide of Christians in Nigeria, citing the violence carried out by Boko Haram and ISIS West Africa. Nigeria strongly rejects these claims, emphasizing that terrorism kills both Christians and Muslims. The government argues that labeling the crisis as a religious genocide oversimplifies the complex security challenges the nation faces. Despite these disagreements, Nigeria has welcomed the U.S. deployment, signaling that national security priorities can outweigh diplomatic friction when it comes to confronting extremist threats. The U.S. and Nigeria have outlined a roadmap for deeper military collaboration. Key elements include intelligence sharing to track extremist movements, joint training on counterterrorism tactics and procedures, provision and modernization of military equipment to better respond to attacks. According to AFRICOM, U.S. surveillance missions have been operating from Ghana since November, enabling real-time monitoring of terrorist activity. The strategic focus is on northwestern Nigeria, where ISIS West Africa and Boko Haram have been particularly active, posing threats to civilian populations and local security forces alike. Tragically, the urgency of this partnership is underscored by a recent massacre in Kwara State, where over 160 people were killed in one of the deadliest attacks in Nigeria in recent years. This incident occurred shortly after Nigerian military operations in the area, highlighting the challenges authorities face in maintaining security even after active interventions. The massacre has reignited questions about how effective foreign military support can be and whether the presence of U.S. personnel on the ground will translate into tangible protection for civilians. As the U.S. military presence begins, analysts and local observers are watching closely. Questions remain: can small U.S. teams significantly improve counterterrorism outcomes in Nigeria's northwestern regions? Will intelligence and tactical support help prevent future massacres or merely supplement Nigerian forces already stretched thin? How will deeper U.S.-Nigeria cooperation impact regional security dynamics, particularly in neighboring Niger, Chad, and Cameroon? While Nigeria has welcomed this strategic partnership, only time will tell how it will influence the broader security landscape in West Africa. That's our full report on the U.S. deployment to Nigeria and the evolving fight against terrorism. As always, we'll continue monitoring these developments and bringing you in-depth analysis on News Scope Daily TV. If you found this report insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with friends and colleagues to stay informed on global security developments. Your support helps us continue delivering the news that matters.